That's right. You guys had been asking for it so much, we decided to get a part of Waffling, a section of Waffling. 30% of Waffling.
33%.
Well, no, that's not what you split it. What do you split it again?
Yeah.
I can't discuss that.
Anyways, we've got Theo Baker here with us today. Obviously, big Chippo crowns. He's got a big smile on his face because he's been telling me throughout Christmas how excited he was to get back on the mic.
Yeah.
Are you being excited?
Yeah. Can't wait. Really excited for this, guys.
Do you know what I can tell? Do you know what I can already tell is Theo's obviously a natural on the mic. He does this. How many episodes are you into Waffling now? Do you know?
We don't number them.
Oh, really?
We don't. We have absolutely no idea.
You're too elite. You don't need numbers.
We don't need numbers. We got
Roughly, where do you reckon you are?
100.
Ooh, 100.
Man, maybe not. Nah, surely not. In terms of videos, yeah, but because we didn't used to film the podcasts.
Oh, it was just audio.
We used to film like 3-minute clips, 10-minute clips.
I do actually remember that. And then only recently have you dropped the long ones when you realize that's where the money is. Mm-hmm. In the ad reads.
Yes.
That's how we keep the lights on here.
We get a lot of ad reads, but not anymore. We're actually, yeah.
Is that
so
true?
you have to explain to us a little bit about the. I know I did watch your episode where you guys sort of cleared the air a little bit.
You want a title? Can you explain your beef with Joe Weller?
Yeah, just how did it go down? How did it go down?
Outrageous. That's outrageous. You can't.
No, that's not.
That's can't believe you've been fucking waiting for.
Yeah, we've been waiting. Explain your. Is it feud? How do you say the word? Feud.
No, it wasn't really a feud. Look, mate.
It was so over. It was blown over.
Can you explain the fight that you had in a bar
We've
with
already
him?
explained it. If you go on to type in Wafflin on YouTube, there's a video explaining the whole thing. So click on that.
No, but just if you were to give us a quick
roundup
summary.
Two different ideas of where we wanted to take it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Including myself and Luke, and there was a bit of miscommunication. Mm-hmm. All got blown out of proportion. Things weren't
When you
with.
say you didn't want to, which way you want to take it? You wanted to be more consistent, more regular, bring guests on, that sort of thing. Or
yeah, and also just be more open to why there wasn't episodes. Just be more like on.
Yeah.
And what did Joe want? What was the difference?
We explained it on the podcast.
Which is?
And now you're gonna explain it on our podcast.
Because he just sort of wanted to do it when he.
I think he just fell out of love with it for a bit, and he focuses on a lot of different things at different times. He's very head on.
Yeah, it gets stressful to be fair. Doing a podcast,
but now I think once you have that break, you realize what you lost, and you do.
Oh, it's like a relationship.
No, it very much so.
It was like you were slipping out of his hands.
He came out the other end and said, I didn't realise what I had until I lost it.
Wow, that's some emotional shit. Anyway,
so we've now got a plan. We're in the middle of planning the season 1.
Season 2. You've done season 1.
Season 2, yeah, whatever. I'm in the planning, going to make it better.
And are you excited about it?
Yeah, I am now.
You're going to drop some money on it?
We are.
How much money are you spending on it?
How much
Probably not. We ain't got a lot of budget, if I'm being honest.
That's fucking bullshit, by the way. You lot have peas. You've been doing this for a minute.
Theo, I've seen your bank account on Halifax, and I know there's money.
Halifax, yeah.
Well, was it NatWest? Either way, I've seen the banking. I've seen the 7 figures.
7 figures?
7-figure Theo.
How much is that?
Absolutely not.
But how much are you going to spend on the resurgence?
Whatever the girl says.
Yeah, by the way, that girl
the lady who designed this beautiful
Did you sort him out with our one?
Yeah, I'll sort him out.
You fucking.
Well, we don't know. We don't even know if it's possible yet because obviously it's down in Eastbourne and COVID and that. So
I've texted her privately saying if there's a weird guy that messages you, make sure you say you don't want to do any work for him. But
so who would that be out of the Wafflin guys?
What? Oh, that's Theo. That's definitely Theo.
I'm not weird.
No, you're
That's
not.
what a weird person would say.
So for season 2, can we expect your name as Wafflin by?
We haven't actually
Theo
discussed this. I think it's going to just go
Luke,
to. We haven't
Joe.
actually formally discussed this, but I think we're all in agreement. It's probably going to be Wafflin podcast.
Yeah, just keep it. I don't know why it needs to be by anybody.
Makes sense, to be
by
honest,
the Wafflin crew.
I had a 30-minute chat with Joe
in
about
Miami.
It. To be fair, I was defending you big time. I said it
fuck
should
me,
never
did it
have
look
been
like an absolute waffle.
Yeah, well, it was
Pardon the
deserved,
pun?
and now you might be getting.
So wait, just to clarify what happened here, we're all out in Miami for the Gibbo fight.
Because I remember when the Waffling podcast was starting,
Yeah.
and Theo was so gassed about it, and it was like obviously a double thing. It's like you doing Fellas by Carl Freezy.
But,
even though
at the beginning,
50-50.
it was Joe's second channel, which had like 800k subs.
No, to be fair, at the beginning, it makes sense.
It made sense.
But he offered that, no? You were willing to start a new channel.
We actually did start a new channel. We got like 10k subs. Then we realised, why don't we just use Joe's second channel, which is redundant.
Well, we were
Carl
thinking
said
about
we
it,
could have used his second channel.
but we
It's
decided.
good. I
fuck
think
it.
you
Yeah.
making it. Well, it's
But I'm glad
better now,
that it's going to be everyone. Like,
Yeah,
not just going to be like. It sounds like it's by one person.
we're all in agreement now that
It
we're
only
a
works
team and it only works
if one of
all
you's
us work.
left. It wouldn't work. Which
Exactly.
is why I think. But I've
a
already
big
told
epiphany.
Joel this, and he did kind of agree.
You
at
did
the
have
time,
a 30-minute chat. I've even got a photo of it.
Chewing his ear off,
on
little
my
7
Davis
a.m.
disposal.
special.
But sometimes you've got to do it. Sometimes it's got to be done.
Pretty sure that went in one ear, went out the other
Yeah,
ear.
you could tell.
every
Well,
time-
that's not my fault.
No, yeah,
Chip does a lot of these chats.
yeah.
He
If
gets
you
very
get caught,
chatty on nights
Hey,
out
if you catch me in a
sometimes.
smoking area, fellas, for liters, I will be with you
is
until
barking.
the end.
It's the 7 a.m.
I love a chat. I love a chat. You know,
Yeah,
if you can't, if you don't love a chat, then you're not even worth
no,
my
but
time.
your chat is actually very different level, different gravy in terms of like.
It
If I
happens-
see you out in the smoking area, I'm thinking,
Here we go.
if I go out there,
It's
there's
a
a good chance I'll never make it back
You
in
are
before this place
stuck out
closes.
there. It's about 2 hours into the night out.
I think
Yeah.
it's. I think
You
it's
see
gotten a
something in
lot
Chip's
better
eye that
recently. Though.
changes, and he's like, "Come here."
I think it's gotten a lot better recently though, because
It
now I
has.
just can't
He
be
used to
arsed.
hate it. He used to hate it, and I'd be like,
Yeah, because you always used to ruin the vibe.
because I felt bad. I do feel
You
bad.
did used to
I just
ruin
feel
it.
like chatty tonight.
And
You're
then
such a prick.
that's such a prick move, isn't it? And
Yeah.
then you're just like, oh, now I don't want to bother talking now.
but it wasn't that deep.
Nah, that is.
We were
that
put
is
on this
funny.
planet to talk.
We were.
Okay,
Right,
To
yeah.
shag.
can't talk, can't do much, can you?
Procreate.
Facts. So we'll talk a little bit about Theo Baker
I take that
himself.
back actually, because some people can't talk. You can still do a lot.
You were, I want to talk a little bit about.
Sambuca alarms hit you.
Yeah, it has actually.
What was
just about
that?
now.
No,
No, we're not doing another one, mate. That's
Could do.
outrageous.
If you got balls in it.
Show me respect for the rest of the podcast, or I'll make that shit marker. And trust me. And let me just say, it would be the first podcast where there's been a double.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you're a pussy and you are the one in charge of it and you're too scared to blow it again.
No. Don't.
I think
tempt
there's
the
only
beast.
one person scared for the second Sambuca alarm right now.
Yeah, it's you.
I think it's Cal. Because
Yeah.
I'm ready to bark
No,
off.
You know
No,
what?
you're
Actually,
very
you know
confident.
what? You
It's
know
not
what?
me.
I said Josh always nurses a drink on a night out. You're very good at going under the radar when you don't want to drink.
Excuse me.
Was
I think
that the drink
barring-
from 50 minutes ago from the start of the potty?
as if this is a new one,
My
mate.
second
This is
one.
my second one.
That's my second one.
That's not true. You're still drinking out. You're drinking a beer. First of all, that is. First of all, that's a yellow card off the
Empty.
bat.
That's
Empty.
You know what? We should get some yellow and red cards for these incidents.
Lads, I gave up spirits back in 2011. 2013.
No, you gave up spirits recently when the bouncer in the club or something. Do you remember? Do you want to tell that story? Because there's a good story there.
Go on then.
Wait, are you talking about Berlin?
I'm talking about I'm talking about it was no, I swear it was this country, Weatherspoons, was it not?
Oh,
Bare
shoosh.
people trying to throw shit at you, remember?
Oh yeah, that was weird. I
And
The
remember.
it, like,
bouncers in Brighton.
something happened to you, got hit by something, and it was a bad night.
Oh, when I was in. Pretty sure it was Shoosh, one of the worst clubs in Brighton. Never go there.
Never
and,
go there, but he was there.
And I was just in there. It was quite like a student-y night, so it was quite
Yeah.
a few. And I just had my hood up because
Yeah.
because there's quite a lot of people come out to me. So
Yeah.
hindsight, probably shouldn't have a hood up in a club.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's a bit
The
weird.
respectable thing would be about to, oh, do you mind taking your hood down? I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. But instead, they come up behind me, grab me by the neck, hands behind my back, drag me out of the club, and everything hits the fan.
In what way?
I'm face down on the floor because I'm obviously angry at that I've just been
Wait, you put your face on the floor, or did you
face
get
down.
put on the floor?
I was put on the floor.
You're right, okay.
Face down, arms behind my back.
Yeah.
My mates obviously were not having any of it, so that all kicked off with the other bouncers. One of my mates got clocked round the head by a glass bottle. Yeah, it was just so unnecessary. Like, they just completely started us for no reason.
So it all because you had your hood up.
Yeah,
That was
which
it.
could have just been said, "Can you take your hood
Hood
down?"
down. Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
of course. It all blew out of proportion. Like, there was,
Everyone was
a
steaming.
few words were exchanged, maybe a couple of extra pushes.
Yeah.
And long story short, we waited 3 hours for the manager.
Wait, what? You're on your
Wait,
Karen
yeah, but
shit.
you have-
I want
you
to
have-
see the
wait.
manager.
No, because there is a certain bouncer in the world that thinks they have they think they're above the law.
It's
think they're
about
above the law.
it's about
And
80% of bouncers get power
they
tripped.
think they're above the law and they don't act in a measured way. They're
Yeah.
completely deluded. So we're like, okay, we're going to be a Karen. I'd like to speak to your manager, please.
Oh, not like that.
not
Bro,
on a night
you have to
out.
remember,
On a night out,
I've
man.
been like I had bruises all over me. Like I've been beaten up, boys.
Let's go on the further.
He's
But
done
it-
his
it-
Sartorius in again.
I could have been out for a year with my injuries. All right.
You didn't whip out the
The
horoscope
pol-
on him, did you?
we called the police.
No,
Of
you
course.
didn't. No, you didn't call the
Or
police.
someone else called. No,
Bro, why don't you
one
just
of the
leave
one
it,
of the
though?
girlfriends called the police.
Just leave it and just go to the next
I
call.
kind of get it, but at the same time, like,
because it was outrageous. Like, I'm not doing a good job explaining it.
Yeah.
I explained it on Simon's
Yeah, yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
It was outrageous. So we waited for the manager. Waited 2 hours
Mm-hmm.
because they were like, "Oh yeah, manager's coming." Well, obviously they're not coming, are they? Because you're being a dick.
Yeah.
But we waited. He was like, "Don't worry, I'm here. I'm here." I started talking to him.
3 hours after the incident.
2 hours.
Oh, okay, right.
But I
okay.
started talking to him.
Yeah.
Got a bit riled up. He was like, "Well then, I'm not talking to you." Fucking went back in. I was like, "Well, okay." Came back out. He's like, "Are you calm down now?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm calm down now."
You're like a kid, mate.
It was outrageous.
Violated.
It was so pathetic. And he was like, "I was like, this is ridiculous. What's happened?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Don't worry. I'll get you the CCTV footage. It's not going to get lost." I was like, "Okay, great. Here's my email address." So I emailed them the next day. No reply, and the CCTV footage got lost.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I had a sprained wrist, by the way.
Theo, can I say
Should so.
you are so hot when you're flustered?
Yeah.